Worming is more important at this stage to be a definite thing, because puppies should be wormed every month because they are at the highest risk of getting worms. So your puppy should have had 2 worm treatments, and a really good breeder will give you 1 or 2 treatments of worming tablets to give to the puppy while they're with you for the first couple of weeks. Flea treatment, however, is not as necessary unless they've been exposed to fleas. Fleas are quite dangerous for a puppy because they drain the blood, and it can cause your puppy to be anemic, which can cause them to have a lower immune response. So if they were to be exposed to any kind of disease, they might not have the strength to fight it off. If it is a long way to travel, sometimes it's just not realistic to be able to spend that much time. So what I would do in that case is, when you go and see the litter, you want to judge everything, and I'll go into that in a minute. If it all passes your tests and you're quite happy to choose a puppy, bring a fleece blanket and ask if you can leave it either in the whelping box or in their play area, so it gets the scent of the mother and the puppies, so that when you bring it home you can then give the blanket to the dog when it's sleeping. Try and roll it up into like a puppy shape and it won't be as homesick because it'll have a warm body and the scent of its mum and siblings to go to sleep to. First and foremost, as I say, you want to see the mother with the puppies. You want to be able to see how she interacts. She wants to be cautious of new visitors, but friendly enough and trusting enough of humans that she doesn't mind you handling the litter. If she does have to be locked away, or if she gets aggressive, then it's very likely that the puppies haven't been handled, which means in the future they're going to be less trusting of humans unless you do some serious training with them. The next stage is look how the mother acts herself. Is she in good physical health? There should be no skin problems, there should be no fur problems. The fur shouldn't be matted if you're going for longer furred animals. She should be bright-eyed, she shouldn't have any crustiness around the face. She might be a little bit tired because she's having to rear a couple of puppies, fair enough, but you want it to be generally in good health. You also want to have a look at the mother's temperament, because it is proven that if you have calm parents, then the dog is going to be calm. If you have excitable parents, the dog is going to be excitable, or they're going to have a tendency to be that way. One, because they learn traits once the puppies are born, they learn from the mother. So if the mother is quite trusting and friendly with humans, they're going to assume it's okay to do that. But secondly, it's also genetic. So you want to see an adult dog that is happy with you handling her litter, happy being handled herself. She's going to be happy to sit and watch, or lie down and rest, or come over for a little bit of a fuss. If she has any health problems I mentioned earlier, or if she seems a bit timid or afraid, or as I say, if she gets aggressive because you're handling her puppies, do not buy from the litter. Now this is going to be the hardest part, because you're going to see all these amazingly cute puppies, and if they are in bad conditions, you're going to want to rescue them from that condition. But it is important that you try and stick to your principles, because if you do buy from a bad breeder, it only encourages them to breed again because they feel that there is a market for it. And it doesn't matter what standard they hold, people are going to come and buy from them. They're going to get more money, so they're going to keep breeding. So in the long run, you're doing more damage by buying from a dog in that situation. So what about the home itself? You want a home that doesn't smell bad, clean. For the breeder not to clean the whelping mat or the bedding, because that is going to have all the scents of the birth and all the scents of the puppies and the mother. So that in itself is going to be really comforting to the puppies. That should be the only thing that is a little bit dirty. The floor around that mat or blanket should be clean. If they're in a penned area where they're going to be playing, that should be clean. You shouldn't have to smell feces or urine. You should be eating quite well. Now, a lot of good breeders will actually write down how much each puppy ate every session and how often they ate. You can have a really good idea of exactly what it is that the puppy has been eating, how often.